Hello friends, in this video you can learn about the carbohydrate. In this video we can discuss about the introduction of carbohydrate, then the classification of carbohydrate, and last thing which is a chemical test used for the carbohydrate and the solubility of carbohydrates. So we'll see the introductions. You all are aware about that carbohydrate is the key source of energy and that are utilized by the living things as well as the human being. Okay, and that carbohydrate is also serve as extracellular structural element as a cell wall in the bacteria and plant. So you can define the carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is defined as it is polyhydroxyaldehydes and the polyhydroxyketones. Okay, these are the aldehydes and ketones group present in the carbohydrates. Okay, so these are the polyhydroxy and polyhydroxyketones and aldehydes. So molecular formula of this carbohydrate which is a CH2O in bracket N. Okay, so in this molecular formula or you can see the carbohydrate. In carbohydrate here is a ratio of carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen 1:2:1. Okay, hence this name for hydrate is because of it contain the water H2O, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So this name will be the hydrate for the carbons. So name for these compounds are the carbohydrates. Okay, so in human body basically the D-glucose are utilized. Okay, and what are the simple carbohydrate that are ends with the OAC. So you can remember the simple carbohydrate. Then we'll see the classification of carbohydrate. Okay, so it is very important for various exam point of view. You have to remember the classification of carbohydrate. So here we have classified this carbohydrate in the four class. Here is the 4 different classifications I have given over these slides. So you can see we can see the first one which is a first class which is based on the complexity of carbohydrates. Okay, so it is divided into 2 class which is a simple carbohydrate. It comes the monosaccharides, and complex carbohydrate it contain the disaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. Okay, so this is the classification on the basis of the complexity. Then it is also classified on the size of the carbohydrate, means it contain the carbons atom. Okay, so these are classified as a tetrose, pentose, hexose, heptose. Means the tetrose means for it contain the C4 sugar. Okay, in pentose C5 sugar, hexose C6 sugar, heptose C7 sugar, etc. so on. Okay, then it is classified as per the functional group present in the structure. Means we have seen the definition of carbohydrate. It is nothing but the polyhydroxyketones and polyhydroxyaldehydes. Okay, on the basis of that we have classified the carbohydrate which is a C double bond O function. Okay, so if the sugar contain aldose or ketone, aldose means what? Sugar having the aldehyde function and the ketose having the sugar having the ketone function. Okay, so just you have to remember this sugar containing aldehyde group which is a aldose sugar, and if the sugar containing the ketose group it will be the ketose. Okay, so just you have to remember the aldehyde function and the ketone function. Okay, then on the basis of the reactivity of carbohydrate we have classified this carbohydrate in the 2 class which is a reducing sugar and non-reducing sugar. Okay, so carbohydrate are reduced by the various reagent such as it is oxidized by the Toluene reagent, also Benedict reagent. Okay, so those sugars or the carbohydrate which reduced by the Toluene reagent, these are known as the reducing carbohydrates. And the non-reducing means what? These are not oxidized by the Toluene reagents. Okay, so you have to remember this classification. Then we see in short what is the classification of the carbohydrate. Means simple sugar containing 1 unit of carbohydrate, means the example is the monosaccharides. Okay, mono means single, so it contains the 1 monosaccharide unit. Okay, then it is classified into 2 class, which second one is the complex sugar we have seen in the table. So it contains the more than 1 unit of saccharides. Okay, so it is further classified into 3 class. Disaccharide contain 2 monosaccharide unit, Oligosaccharide contain near about 3 to 9 monosaccharide unit, and in polysaccharide you have to remember it contain the more than 9 monosaccharide units. Okay, so on the basis of unit we have classified this classification, and you have to remember the complex carbohydrate can be broken down. Okay, means this disaccharide, oligosaccharide, polysaccharide can be broken down in this smaller sugar unit through the process of hydrolysis. When you are adding the water molecule in this complex or the structure or carbohydrate, you can get the hydrolysis product from the complex sugar. Then we can see the another classification. It is very important, reducing and non-reducing sugars. Okay, so in this reducing and non-reducing sugar, if the oxygen of anomeric carbon of sugar is not attached to any other structure, means there is not fuse bond with the oxygen. Okay, simple. So that sugar can act as a reducing agent and it is termed as the reducing sugar. Then we will see the chemical properties. What is the reactions which is associated with the carbohydrate or the chemical properties of carbohydrate. So Mollis test is specific for the carbohydrates. Then the Benedict test, which is we can determine the whether this sugar is a reducing sugars. For the Benedict result is used for the presence of the reducing sugar. Then Barford test, this test are used for detection of presence of the monosaccharides. Okay, Biles test, which is used to detect the pentose in the monosaccharides. And last one, Selvanov test, which is distinguished between the aldose and ketone. Okay, for the distinguish between the aldose and ketone, we can use the Selvanov test for the identification of carbohydrate. Then see the when you are having the unknown compounds which is related to carbohydrate. So first test we are going to perform, which is a Mollis test. Okay, if this unknown compound which is react, if this compound is not reacted with the Mollis reagent, so there will be no reaction, and these are the non-carbohydrate. If this unknown compound is reacted with the Mollis test, it will be show the purple product or the purple color. So hence these are the carbohydrate. Then you have to perform the iodine or potassium iodide test for further identification. It is also categorized into two classes, which is if this compound show the blue-black color or the blue-black complex, so it will be the starch. Okay. Then another one, if there is not a reactions with the iodine or the potassium iodide solutions, so it will be the simple carbohydrate. Okay, for simple carbohydrate you can perform the Barford test. Okay, and further one you can see the if there is a red precipitate within the 2 to 3 minutes, so these are the reducing monosaccharides. Okay, and if this reducing monosaccharides, you can perform the Selvanov test. Okay, then see the if we got the red precipitate after 10 minutes, so these are the reducing disaccharides. These are the reducing disaccharide. If there is a disaccharide, you can perform the Benedict test for carbohydrate. And after performing the Benedict test, you have to remember if there is no reaction, so these compound are the non-reducing sugar. If there will be having the red product, you have to remember these are the reducing sugar. Then we'll see the Selvanov test. Okay, if the compounds which show the blue-green product or the blue-green color in their reactions, so you can remember there will be the aldose and ketose. Okay, there is a aldose and ketones. Okay, if there is a blue-green product after the performing of the Selvanov test, if there is a blue-green color, so these are the aldose. If there is cherry red color, so these are the ketones. Okay, so you have to remember this difference between when you are performing the Selvanov test. You can get the two observation. First will be the blue-green color and another one is there is cherry red color. Okay, so if there is a cherry red product, so these are the ketones. If there is a blue green product, these are the aldose. Okay, if the aldose or ketones, you have to perform the Biles test. If there is a blue green product, you have to perform the Biles test. If you got after the perform of the Biles test, you can identify the pentose and hexose. Okay, so if there is a blue or green product in the reactions, you can identify the pentose as a compounds. Okay, then muddy brown gray products, if you got the result as such a muddy brown gray colors in the reaction. So these are the hexose. Then we can see the red, cherry red product. Okay, means the ketose. For ketose also you can perform the bile test. Okay, if you got the blue or green product, it will be the pentose, and if you got the muddy brown gray product, so it will be the hexose. So according to these charts, you can classify the carbohydrate and you can perform this kind of the test. Okay, so we can describe this test in detail in the coming video. So you have to remember this test or the classification purpose. Then we'll see the solubility of sugars, means the physical property of sugar. So these are monosaccharide and disaccharide can be dissolved in the freely water because water is a polar substance, while the polysaccharides cannot dissolve easily in water because of it has the high molecular weight. Okay, polysaccharides having the high molecular weights and which give the colloidal solution in water. Okay, so this is all about in short video about the carbohydrate. We have seen the above definition, introductory part of carbohydrate, then the classification and the specific chemical test which are used for the carbohydrates. Okay, so this is all about the carbohydrate. This topic is very much important for the various pharma competitive examination. Then in next video we can see the in details about the carbohydrates. Okay, so thank you for listening.